First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. The hook up there that time with Thomas. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. Breeze now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Looks good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. And we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now Goff, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy. Of the 30. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Oh, and now he pulls him over. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Over. Ready. 11. You ready? Under.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Under.
On play action, now Breeze. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Tighten up, tighten up. Under. Ready? Yellow lady. 14. Right there. 12, 12, 12.
Now Breeze on third down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
In on the tackle, Nathan Stupar.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Breeze. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21. Ready. You ready? Two. Okay. Hey, 2.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. To throw on second down is gone. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now it's Gurley. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Hey, easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the end.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Gurley again here on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Goff now on second down. Gates with a grab. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And his first throw here is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's third down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Over. 36.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
0-2.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
21.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down where they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, gone. And that's caught left side, it's Woods. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. They are going for it. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The Saints say they have it, and they do. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Sammy!
A give. This is Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
21.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it pops free. the collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Got it!
On second down, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
36.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yes, sir.
Again, they run with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff now looks to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Goff on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
76.
On second down, here's Goff. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
DC. Tiger.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, a pressure kick, a pressure spot, and that one goes begging.
All right, don't let me pile on here, partner. But you have to think back. That's now his second miss of the game. If he makes both of those, they win this ball game.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the stand.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Saints, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
What's up, bro?
What up, man? What that got going on, boo?
Nigga, you know what I got going on. You seen me lose, nigga. He gonna say what you got going on. But I couldn't get in my offense. That nigga sitting there fat ass defense the whole game. I couldn't throw the ball.
That nigga's like he mad at him.
Man. But that nigga sitting there fat ass defense stopping the run the whole. I broke one run the first play of the game. And after that, the nigga shut that whole down. And that fat ass defense.
I was like, Jesus, man, how can I got that quarter defense stop a motherfucker run?
Exactly. I was supposed to at least get about 5 yards a carry. He was out there stopping that hoe. Now I missed 3 field goals.
I see.
I missed 3 of them hoes. Man, I was playing Lethal earlier. The timer was off on, playing each other. Like, you remember how last year when, you know how you used to hit the button and that motherfucker keep going?
Yeah.
Man, that's what we're doing with me and Lethal earlier. So, shit, my timing off. So this game, that shit back on the right way. And shit, I was missing them hoes. I'm trying to find that play. That nigga, man, my nigga fumble. That wasn't even a catch. Let me see. What that motherfucker at? Nigga had made that nigga a fumble. That hoe wasn't even a catch. I let that in the party too.
Nah, I'm looking at that Broadcast. I'm trying to find a guy running play, man. It's a running formation my brother would do. I'm trying to find a hoe, man. I'm finna steal that hoe. I don't see the.
Yeah, shit. I don't like running the ball, man. He made me run the ball the whole game. Let me see. Where is that fumble at? That nigga had busted his ass. Like, Lil Thad think he popping niggas out here. This nigga hitting niggas way harder than Lil Thad ass. My nigga was getting hit stick the whole game. Let me see. Motherfucker. Are you watching the broadcast from last night?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out get running formation.
Damn, fool. The fuck?
I'm tired of motherfucker though, fool.
But look at that first touchdown that nigga caught. That hoe was lucky as hell.
I see you running cheating for anybody else from.
Which one? I was talking about that play where the dude with that nigga wide open on the left side.
Yeah.
All the reason that hoe worked because he had time. That nigga had moused on his ass. Damn. It's supposed to been a touchdown. He moused on that bitch ass nigga. He just didn't bite on the ball right. I'm trying to figure out how this nigga. Damn. This nigga ran some real cheese, Rico. Hey, go look at my broadcast. And that nigga had some time. Look how wide open this nigga is, fool. Bro, I was in the, did I blitz? Hell no, I ain't blitz. Let me see. My broadcast? Yeah, my broadcast should still be on. Hell no, I ain't blitz. This nigga made 3 niggas guard 1 person. Look at number 13, wide open. Damn.
I'm putting it to the left.
Man, that man would have looked over there, fool. Look how that nigga was wide open. I didn't even run a blitz, man.
Damn. What the fuck?
Oh my God. He got 45 yards out, but shit, he ain't see the other nigga. That nigga was wide the fuck open.
Yeah, nah.
I'm trying to find that play with my nigga fumbled it. I can't remember what quarter that was. And this is it right here. And I can't even look at the fucking play because they knew it was cheating. Yo, the damn play right here, Rico. Well, you on that, bro. I couldn't even look at the motherfucker because the nigga, they knew that play was some bullshit.
I watch this shit on my game.
I can't watch the play. This the fumble I was talking about when the nigga caught the ball and he popped his ass. That's what been an incomplete pass. They called it a fumble.
I seen this shit. I was like, wow.
This nigga trash as hell.
I seen this shit, dude. So, like, as soon as he caught the ball, whatever, he got hit. He dropped the ball. I ruled a fumble.
Damn.
Man, young coming out, nigga, I'm going to sleep on his ass in front of his face. Like, so we caught, don't tell that, man. I'm tired, man. So we right, man. Man, come on in, come on, man. Rico, come on in, come on in, man.
They gonna start shooting off. And what you take me to tell you how you for then?
Nah, he gonna do that. I told him I just got whatever. Cause I ain't, shit. I come in, I ain't give him a different answer, yeah. I'm gonna come in. I just want to know whatever. I'm tired. You can't be shit tonight, nigga. You be around. Shit. I wouldn't expect to shoot tonight. Nigga around 66.
Man, somebody trash. Both my safeties alright. So, shit. Oh, you talking about this nigga right here. Christian. Marquis Christian.
Yeah.
Nigga trash as hell. Nigga 88. This nigga a gun trash. I don't even know why he on my team. 88 speed, 67 zone, 66 tackle. I mean 71 tackle, 76 pursuit, 77 hip. This man trash. That man got a high motor trait though. Damn, man. I'm back in like third place in my division now. But the other two niggas 4-4. Let me see. I'll let E on the bye. He played the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Packers, the Lions, Detroit who lied. Me. Then he get the fourth win against Pedro. So shit, look, you gotta play some hard hitters.
We ain't playing nobody yet.
He gotta play the Chargers. He gotta play the Chargers and he gotta play Detroit too live. But shit, I gotta play. Let me see. I shouldn't have lost this damn guy though. I'm finna get the fourth win against Pedro, so I'm finna be 5-5. I gotta play the Chiefs. I hear he trash. Man, I gotta play big man. Only hard nigga I got left to play is Lil Thad. Everybody else I can beat.
Me ain't big man yet.
Man, that was 2 matches ago, fool. I'm gonna beat that man ass. The thing about this cheese ass nigga to the franchise. Hey, he was trying that cheese the whole game. It's just my nigga was second his ass.